Alrighty. I'm not even sure the mic's on. Hello, hello. Checking. Oh yeah, mic's on. Hello. Checking. Oh yeah, mic's on. Alright, I have not broadcasted any 2K this year yet. I'm currently in a season, so things are looking better for the season. That was the main reason for streaming this one. I think I'm only 18 games into the season. We're gonna see the stats are coming up. Let's see. Yeah, exactly 18. I'm 15-3. So I'm gonna see if I can keep this win streak going. It's gonna be a road game against the Jazz.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal.
Previewing this on the
Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, their record has fallen off the pace they set last season. No team wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight. We've heard some thoughts on it before, but now that we are able to look back on the Warriors' accomplishment last season, all the wins, the first title in 40 years.
94%.
How do you view the season they had, Shaq, in a historical perspective?
It was super successful.
Provide a little bit of small talk just to pass through the upload.
For the game. And a look out over the luminous expanse of Salt Lake City, Utah, the crossroads of the West. The crowd is assembled here at the Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah. To cheer on the Jazz. This is the first game in the Warriors' road trip. Game after game, the unbroken streak of wins to start their season continues.
They have really hit the ground running this year. It's hard to imagine things coming together for them any better or quicker. They've been dominant in the early season.
Yeah, not the team you want to face right now. Never mind midseason form. They've been playing in championship form here early on.
Now Golden State's starting five. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Spates in at the five, roaming the paint. Now here's Burke. Burke's in the corner. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. We all know about the Splash Brothers, but it seems everyone on Golden State now can hit a three. They set a franchise record in made threes last year at 883 triples.
Incredible. Wow. I mean, they can stretch you out as well as anyone, and it's why they are so good going small. I mean, they did lead the league in three-point percentage last year, making almost 40% of those threes.
Lyles no good. So it's the Warriors now. It's a three-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And Utah has possession. Following Draymond Green's three, and Hayward gets it to go.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now here's Iguodala. He had 13 points in the win against Sacramento. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I had a chance to... One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Iguodala. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
I shoot that a little.
And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger, still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
And both free throws good for Spates.
Still made those.
Mark, an interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting five in the state of Utah. Now think of this. The starting five of BYU, Greg and I were just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that that would be the case. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And the wide open shot from Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now here's Burke, guarded by Curry. Burks the pass to Gobert. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Curry. Iguodala's got his first 2 points of the night. Passes to Wiles. Green with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Not today.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Curry against Hayward. Pass to Burks. Clock at 6. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. That's good. Yeah. Curry's got 5 points so far.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Here's Wiles. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard. And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
Cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Here's Gobert. Makes it off the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Iguodala kicks to Green. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. He had a nice open look right there. Green's got 5 now.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong. Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Oh, boy.
Gobert with a screen on Green. 3-pointer. Hayward. The Warriors pull it in. This is their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play.
The Warriors trailing. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. Nobody near Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Burks in the corner. Pulls it up. No good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Barnes dishes to Curry. Back to Barnes. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had.
Yeah,
if a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And here's Exum. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Gobert, the screen. Hayward goes in.
Let's get that good rebound, guys.
It's hauled in by Bogut.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Kicks it to Barnes. The tray. That's good.
Oh,
and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
And here's Burks. Harrison Barnes getting it to go
hand
from
in the
deep.
face.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his limp doesn't hurt either.
Curry with it. Now defended by Gobert. He gives them a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, boy.
Well, the Warriors did zip.
Hello. Hey, what's up? Still on that side of town?
The ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
Wow.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the night.
At the line for 2.
No good on that
A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening. One-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Azile's checked in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Curry. So it's Utah now. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. With the floater and the rejection by Azile. Here's Barnes. Finish off the break. Barnes has got 13.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Here's Hood. The dish now to Ingles. Can they get it? He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Oh, he was eating up the clock.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided.
I'll take
Warriors
a 15-point
lead by 15. Let's take a quick break now.
I'm going to see if I can get this game played under 40.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Going out the wings, it's Iguodala and Barnes. Maurice Speights out there with Festus Ezeli. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. That's a 2 from Barnes. And it's Golden State with another.
Running it right down their throats. 3 straight buckets in transition.
Yeah, they're paying the price right now for the lackluster defense. For me, that's inexcusable.
There's the pass to Lyles. Nato can't hit. The Warriors go the other way with it.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Iguodala, that's good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And so it's Utah here with the ball after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. And the rejection by Ezeli. Speights the pass to Iguodala. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Iguodala's got 6 points.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
And here's Barnes for 3. Rebound, Utah.
Yeah.
Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys. And they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Hey, guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper. Shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
And here's Booker following Draymond Green's 3. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The feed to Livingston. Speights with it. Dishes to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Green. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And getting back to Hood, over the last 7 outings of the season, he put up 20-plus points a game. He also, Clark, raised his shooting percentage to 45% from the field, 91% from the free throw line. Pretty impressive number.
Well, he was drafted to be a scorer, Kevin, and you're right, very impressive. If he can do that consistently, that'd be nice value for the 23rd pick.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And that one's good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Burke kicks to Exum. Here's Booker. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Good on the second free throw. Utah had a great home court advantage last year here. This crowd knows how to get into an opponent's head.
Kevin, that they do. It's a big part of why the Jazz were able to eke out over 500 last season at home. Ended up 21-20 by winning 4 of their last 5 home games.
The Warriors shoot their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the first.
And you know, with Utah's play at home, they played in a very jazzy way. No pun intended. And by that, I mean grinding it out. They were really strong on the glass as they were 2nd in the league in rebounding differential at home.
And that one's good. That's 7 points for Gordon Hayward.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Warriors leading by 14. Back to Curry. 3-pointer. And again, no good by
Golden
Golden
State.
Again.
And Utah being so good at home is one reason why they've been so competitive for the majority of their seasons. After last year, they became the only team not to lose 60 games in a season.
The pull-up. Curry with another miss. Jazz have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Clark Lyles, one of the many great players to come out of Kentucky and be eligible for this draft. He didn't wow as much as his teammates. I'm telling you what, he can play.
He's got a lot of game. He's actually one of my sleepers, Kevin, because he can do everything well. He can handle it. He goes both ways. He can shoot it. He defends. Really good IQ. I like this guy as being a surprise producer as an NBA player.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Booker. And Alec Burks subbed in for Exum.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
I'm going to do it now because we ain't got much left on the...
Jazz trail by 15, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
And guys, with Lyles playing out of position can be a blessing and a curse. I mean, he didn't get to play in his comfort zone and put up big numbers, but his skill set grew from the minute he had to spend outside of that comfort zone. And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Tell you what I like about Lyles is that he has a bit of an old man game about him. He's an old head, plays within himself, good at every small intangible thing on the court, just has a real nice feel for how to play.
Warriors leading by 13. Feeds it to Iguodala. On the wing, Thompson. And the 3 off target. Utah has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. It's stolen by Green. Here's Iguodala. Finishes the break with a slam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Utah calls timeout.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
They double him with...
Where'd that thing go? Going down. I might have hit that bug so hard the head fell off. Whoops. That happens.
Green.
Too much inertia.
Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 8 points.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Golden State's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Green, no luck. You were mentioning the Jazz, and they grew last year under Coach Quinn Snyder in his first year. You know, Greg, he did the same thing with teams when he was a coach in the D-League.
That's a great point, Kevin. And beyond the growth that the Jazz showed, I think everyone in Utah was pleased with the style of play. I mean, Coach Snyder's got the team back to playing hard defense and really grinding out wins.
And he jams it with authority.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Mark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Lyles. 6 points for him. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Thompson. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Lyles following the score by Golden State. 5 on the clock. Here's Burks.
Get it, get it, get it.
Got a piece of it.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
On its way from Curry for 2.
Ooh.
And there are the Warriors
what
now
Curry
with
got?
Another bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Don't leave that dude wide
They grab
open.
their own miss. Gobert, the stupendous finish in traffic. Gobert's got 6 points.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Another miss by Curry.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
The shot by Hayward, wide open. Hayward missing again.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
They kick it out to Green. Takes a 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 20 points for Draymond Green.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Still got
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
21.8.
Yes, I'm here with Steph Curry and...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Half hour in. Shit. We have to cut off this halftime because they talk.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. And nobody had an answer for Draymond Green in the first. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way...
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Get it back to the court. Let's get it back to the court.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Talk about a terrific game for Green. He has 20 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Lyles out there with Hayward. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
And it's Green missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Jazz passing it around. Gobert with a screen for Burke. He feeds it to Gobert. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Now here's Burke, guarded closely. Burks in the corner. That one falls coming off Burks' feet. Burks has got 12. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Outside, Green from deep. Here's Spates. Second chance shot. Gobert with the block. Now here's Hayward. 7 points in the game. And it's the Warriors on the break. Andre Iguodala.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Iguodala again. Iguodala's got 6 points in the quarter.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder was saying to his team. He told Gobert that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris. And it's the Warriors with the ball after the basket by Utah. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Booker dishes to Burke. Pass to Gobert. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Lid's checked in for Burke. Azili's checked in for Golden State.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
Now here's Hayward. 7 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Gobert. Booker the pass to Hayward. Good on the 3-point shot. Hayward's got 10 points in the game.
24 seconds.
And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the all-star reserves.
Here's Azili. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Thompson from long range. Rebound, Utah.
In and out, man.
Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hayward goes in. Passes to Exum from deep. And it's Spates with the rebound. Warriors leading by 22. And Thompson kicks to Spates. Right wing. That's a 2 from Barnes. And again, no good by Golden State. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Hayward on the wing, wide open. Gobert dishes to Hayward. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Hayward's got 5 points now this quarter. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here's Barnes for 3, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. 18 points for Barnes.
For a minute.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Michael timeout. 6-minute quarters. Right.
Utah calls timeout.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. It's stolen by Bogut.
Good deal.
Now here's Barnes, defended by Booker. Azili kicks to Thompson. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Azili. Golden State moving it around. Livingston. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Kicks it to Ingles. The Jazz again can't hit it. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Here's Ingles. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Azili. He dishes it to Bogut. And the pass to Barnes. Connects from three-point range. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Shot clock at 5. Here's the screen. Knocked away. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Hood, the pass to Booker. And the rejection by Azili. Offensive rebound. They shoot again.
Out of here.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Warriors, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Alec Burks subbed in for Rodney Hood.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
There's the screen. Here's Ingles. Drills the three-pointer. Ingles has got his second bucket of the night.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
For Utah, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Nato, he's covered by Thompson. Pass to Lyles. With 4 seconds on the clock, they grab their own miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
81-55.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already.
Possession.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Warriors shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Kevin, the Warriors head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. The season is young, but that is tough news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how well the team comes together in his absence. Kevin?
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything as soon as possible.
On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. We've got Steph Curry, Iguodala out there with McAdoo. Then it's Thompson, and it's Babb in at the 2. Iguodala. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
This is what happens when he gets on a roll. I mean, you're not going to see a better rhythm shooter than this guy.
They set the screen. Here's Exum. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Now, here's Exum. Passes it to Lyles. Right wing. Here's Ingles. Here's Pleiss. And he battles for the ball and gets the second change bucket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
They get it back. Iguodala. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
We've watched Iguodala play great basketball. 22 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skills. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Outside Curry. Back to Iguodala from past the arc, and that one's good. Iguodala's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Now here's Iguodala on its way from Curry for 2. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feed.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from Curry on that one.
They set the screen. There's the dish to Ingles. And the shot no good, a bit short. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. It's Curry outside, but they'll get another chance. The feed now to McAdoo.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in-depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league. Yeah, that's a tough call right there and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Exum passes to Pleiss. Dishes to Ingles. Exum with a wide open look. Another miss by Utah. And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
Looney's checked in for James Michael McAdoo. Now, here's Exum. Defense is right there. There's a screen. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Gobert with the block. And here's Exum. Gobert with a screen on Curry. Exum dishes to Gobert. They need this one. And the basket by Ingles.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Curry, here we go. Pass to Looney. Here's Babb. Feeds to Curry. Shot on the wing. That's good.
Assisted, Chris Babb.
Now Exum. And there's the pass to Pleiss. Here's Hood. No good from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Utah with the ball after the miss from Stephen Curry.
And you know, the new court projection visuals, all the rage in the NBA now. Instead of having to use a screen over the court, they just project video and images straight onto the court. I think before long, you'll see it everywhere.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the three-pointer by Utah. Barnes kicks to Curry. And he gets it to go from the corner. Utah's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Exum passes to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. Got it. Nice one there from Exum.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Curry kicks to Ezeli. The shot misses. Gobert with the defensive effort. And now Utah, fast break. Hood gets the bucket. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Utah shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Kicks to Hood. This one for 3. The rebound by Ezeli. The Warriors have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement, you're right. And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Green. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Now here's Curry. The three-pointer, no good.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And the free throw, no good. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. And the layup's good off the glass.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
Babb can't connect. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
He was completely in sync with the whole team tonight. And you can see that in the assist numbers, which were spectacular, I might add. It's hard to imagine him having a better night passing the basketball. Man.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.